Okay, so we can start the new topic, that is transition and inner transition elements. So in that topic, the transition and inner transition elements. So first we can see what is meant by transition elements. So simply transition elements is known as a D block element, and inner transition element are known as F block elements. So in transition elements, the last electron enter in n-1 d orbital, and in inner transition elements the last electron enter in n-2 f orbital. So in next point we can see what is the position of transition and inner transition element in the periodic table. So first we can see the position of transition and inner transition element in the periodic table. Position of in the periodic table So transition elements are placed in the periodic table from third group to 12th group. Okay, third, it is start from the third group and end in a 12th group, which include the 3D series, 4D series, 5D series and the 6D series. There are total 4 series are present in the transition series. So in inner transition series there are two series. One is known as a lanthanoid and second one is known as a actinoid. Lanthanoid are placed in the periodic table, that is third group and sixth period. And actinoid are placed in the periodic table, that is the third group and seventh period. Okay, third group and sixth period, third group and seventh period. So next we can see the electronic configuration of transition elements. Okay, electronic configuration of transition elements. So in case of 3D series or 3D series elements, the elements start from scandium. The atomic number of scandium is 21 and end with a zinc. The atomic number of zinc is a 30. So first element in the 3D series is a scandium and the last element in the 3D series is the zinc. So its electronic configuration is of 3D series is, suppose I will take scandium. Okay, atomic number of scandium is 21, so nearest noble gas is argon. So expected electronic configuration is 4s2 3d1 and observed electronic configuration is 4s2 3d1. Okay, one electron is present in the d orbital. Okay, so next element in that 3D series is titanium. Nearest noble gas is argon, so 4s2 3d2. Expected electronic configuration is also same, observed and expected, 4s2 3d2. So next we can see here expected electronic configuration and observed electronic configuration. So next element is a vanadium. The atomic number of vanadium is 23 and its electronic configuration, nearest noble gas is argon 4s2 3d3, and for observed electronic configuration argon 4s2 3d3. So next element is chromium. Atomic number of chromium is 24 and nearest noble gas is argon 4s2 3d4. Okay, but in observed electronic configuration, the electronic configuration is 4s1 3d5. So this configuration is anomalous electronic configuration. It is very important. Next element is manganese. Atomic number of manganese is 25 and its electronic configuration is 4s2 3d5. Okay, then argon 4s2 3d5. Okay, next iron. The atomic number of iron is 26 and its electronic configuration is 4s2 3d6. Observed is also same 4s2 3d6. Both have same electronic configuration. Next element is cobalt. Atomic number is 27 and its electronic configuration is 4s2 3d7. Observed electronic configuration 4s2 3d7. Okay, after cobalt the next element is a nickel. Atomic number 28, 4s2 3d8, 4s2 3d8. Next is a copper. Atomic number 29, 4s2 3d9. That is the expected electronic configuration, but observed electronic configuration is little bit different, 4s1 3d10. And the last element is zinc. Atomic number 30 and its electronic configuration is 4s2 3d10, 4s2 3d10. Okay, so copper and chromium can show anomalous electronic configuration. The reason behind this, d orbital is more stable. D orbital is more stable, or it achieve extra stability when d orbital has 0 electron, d orbital has 5 electron, or d orbital has a 10 electron. Means d orbital is empty, or d orbital is half filled, or d orbital is fully filled. So then the d orbital is more stable, and due to that reason chromium and copper can show anomalous behavior or exceptional electronic configuration. So due to interelectronic repulsion in chromium and copper, one electron from 4s is transferred to the 3d orbital and they can show a different electronic configuration due to achieving extra stability. The next important point is general electronic configuration of transition series. General electronic configuration. Okay, general electronic configuration. So first is for 3D series, second 4D series, then 5D series, and 6D series. Okay, so for 3D series, the general electronic configuration, nearest noble gas argon 3D 1 to 10 electron, 4s 2 electron, then krypton 4d 1 to 10 electron, 5s 0 to 2 electron. For 5d series, Xe xenon, 5d 1 to 10, 6s2, and for 6d Rn nearest noble gas, 6d 1 to 10 and 7s2. Oxidation state of first transition series. Oxidation state of first transition series, that is 3d series. So transition series can show variety of oxidation state, or we can says that they show variable oxidation state. Variable oxidation state. So the loss of 4s and 3d electron and progressively leads to the formation of ions. So transition elements show variety of oxidation state, loss of one electron from 4s lead to the formation of M plus ion. Okay, M plus ion by loss of one electron from 4s orbital. In case of M plus 2 ion, they lose 2 electron. They lose 2 electron from 4s. Similarly, they can form M plus 3 and M plus 4 by losing 4s and 3d electrons. So if it loses electron, so number of unpaired electrons in 3d orbital increases and the number of oxidation state also increases. So scandium has only one unpaired electron, so it shows 2 oxidation state, while manganese has a 5 unpaired electrons, so it shows a 6 different oxidation state, that is from plus 2 to plus 7. So greater the number of oxidation state observed in the 3d series, which is the middle of the element, manganese can show variable oxidation state Mn. The minimum oxidation state of manganese is a plus 2 and maximum oxidation state is a plus 7. So they can show variable oxidation state in 3d series. So the question asks, write the electronic configuration. Okay, write the electronic configuration of Mn plus 6 or Mn plus 4. So how to solve this question? So the element is a manganese. Okay, the atomic number of manganese is 25 and its electronic configuration in the ground state argon 4s2 3d5. So in that case, first case, that is manganese 6, it loses 6 electron, so it loses 2 from the 4s and 4 from the 3d. So its electronic configuration in case of Mn plus 6 is 3d1, one unpaired electron is present. In case of Mn plus 4, it loses 4 electron, 2 from 4s and 2 from 3d. So the d orbital has 3 electrons, so we can say that 3 unpaired electrons is present in the group. So next point we can see in transition series, and that is the physical properties of first transition series. physical properties of first transition series, that is the 3D series. So all the transition elements are metal in nature. Okay, physical properties of first transition series, they are metallic in nature, and they show characteristic properties of metals. So the characteristic properties of metals, like they are hard in nature, they are lustrous, okay, they are malleable, ductile, they are malleable, they are ductile, and they forms alloys with other metals. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are good conductors of heat and electricity, except, okay, that exception are asked in MCQ, except zinc, cadmium, mercury, and manganese. Okay, all other transition elements have one or more metallic structure at ambient temperature. These transition metals are very hard and have low volatility. They are hard in nature and low volatility. Okay, low volatility means they have higher boiling point, except zinc, cadmium, mercury, and they have high melting point and boiling point. They have high melting point and boiling point. Next point, we can see the trends in atomic properties of the first transition series. So in that trend, the first trend is atomic and ionic radius. Atomic and ionic radius. Atomic and ionic radius. So atomic radius of the transition series decreases gradually. Atomic radius of transition series decreases gradually from left to right. As we move across a transition series from left to right, the nuclear charge increases by 1 unit at a time, and the last filled electron enter the penultimate n-1d subshell. So last electron enter in n-1d subshell, and d orbitals in atom are less penetrating or simply more diffused, and therefore d electrons offer smaller screening effect. So result is that effective nuclear charge increases. Effective nuclear charge increases, and in the transition series, hence atomic radius decreases across the transition series from left to right. the explanation for the minor variation in atomic radius is very difficult. So in ionic radius of transition element shows same as the trend in the atomic radius. The element of first transition series show variable oxidation state. The trends in the ionic radius can be studied with the elements having same oxidation state and the considering various oxidation state of the same element. So first we consider the same oxidation state. The same oxidation state with increase in nuclear charge. With increase in nuclear charge, gradual decrease in ionic radius will be observed. With increase of nuclear charge, with increase in nuclear charge, a gradual decrease in ionic radius was observed. The second point is the oxidation state of the same element show difference of 1 unit, such as m plus 2, m plus 3, m plus 4, and so on. Higher the oxidation state, effective nuclear charge also increases. And decrease in ionic radius can be observed. So ionic radius of transition elements are smaller than the ionic radius of the representative element of the same period.